Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be going over why I think everybody is so damn miserable nowadays. Now, for the first part, we have, things like crappy food, right? So there's just lots of fast food restaurants that are super cheap, and, that's stuff obviously isn't going to help us. And then we have, I know, in my opinion, we have a lot shittier music. A lot of music we have just isn't very emotional, doesn't have any true meaning. And yeah, that's more of an opinion thing. I just don't think it's near as good anymore. And then, one of the big things is social media content, right? A lot of the social media content we have nowadays is either super sexualized and is meant to prey on those biological parts of your brain, or it's super, reaction provoking. So they're just trying to get a reaction out of you. They're just trying to get you to get, pissed off or angry or whatever, or make you upset in some way. And, a lot of this content is not meant to actually help you. It's basically just meant for you to get a reaction out of you, right? And yeah, so a lot of the content we have, doesn't help us at all. But I think the big thing that we have is that people are just not socializing a lot of the time. And, I just don't think we have that same sense of community as we did back in the day. A lot of the times people, they'd rather just go on their phone than, actually talk to somebody when they're out in public or whatever, right? And I even noticed this in my first semester back at school. Barely anybody. I mean, there was some people who would talk to each other and who were friends, but I was just amazed to see how many people would rather just sit alone and just go on their phone instead of actually trying to talk to somebody and actually try to make a connection with somebody, right? And I kind of get it. Like, I am more of that introvert person, I guess. But at the same time, if we keep isolating ourselves and if we keep, being less and less social, that's going to cause a lot of problems because once again, we just don't have that sense of community and that sense of connectedness anymore. And I think another thing is that a lot of people just have a lot of trauma. And when you have a lot of trauma, it's really hard to be present with people. And it's really hard to really show people that you actually genuinely care and that you're really there for them, right? So that's another thing is that I think a lot of us are just way too traumatized and we can't properly be present with people and properly, form those relationships that we need, right? And yeah, another thing is we're basically way too focused on ourselves. There's been a big push for focusing on yourself and doing what's best for you, but at the same time, we also need to care about other people and build that sense of community, like I was just talking about.